afternoon. How's everybody doing? My hair looks really crazy right now. For the sole purpose of this video, I haven't done anything to it in a couple of days. Of course, it's been washed and conditioned, but it is processed hair. So today I'm just gonna take a little time to some TLC into it. Hopefully y'all can enjoy this video. This is my first video on YouTube. It's the biggest social media platform I have ever stepped on. And for the first time. Yeah, let's just jump right into it. Some of the things I'm going to be utilizing today are not new products. Not necessarily the correct things to be using, but we're gonna make do and see how it turns out. The lighting in here is a little unforgiving. I'm gonna see if I can switch that up any way I can real quick. Yeah, so I have a black curtain, trying to get some of that sunlight out. I do have a bunk bed. It's a space saver in case anything. So I just literally messed up my curtain, which I'll fix after this video, but it took care of the lighting problem just a bit. One sec. Alright, it's a little better. Let's see. Oh yeah. Okay. So yes, the hot tool we'll be using today, it's not even plugged in. It's a Chi iron. If anyone is familiar with Chi, I've been using this product pretty much. I'd have to say since middle school, it's been a reliable hot tool for me. I'm trying to see though. I don't think it'll let me see. Oh, maybe. I'm on 12%. So that means I'm just gonna have to reorientate a little bit. I don't really like that lighting, but it's alright. That is really, really unforgiving. We'll make do. So I have to plug in my phone real quick. I'm not sure how well that's gonna hold up. Oh, there we go. Mascara, people. Mascara. The only reason I say that is because that's the only thing that's keeping my phone upright right now. For the meantime, let me turn off that. Plug in the iron. So, one of the first things that I do when I work on my hair is I try to focus on the bottom parts the most, because all of my new growth is up here. Once my hair is sorted out properly, you'll be able to see that I have sort of a streaky ombre going on here. You can kind of see it from how it is now. It's a little bit of shadow around the neck, and then lighter on the top. And let's just take a look. What we're gonna do is brush this out. And this is just to make sure we're not running into anything crazy while running a hot tool through it. Because the last thing you want is some tugging and tearing and pulling. I know, contrary to what you're hearing, there's a little bit of crunchiness going on, but just trying to get some of those knots out. This is fresh washed, no products, natural state. And the only reason I say natural state is because I have naturally curly hair. When I say naturally, it's not like a poodle curl. Now that it's processed, when it's not processed, a lot of my hair pattern is like more noticeable. Right now, since it's processed, you kind of get that wavy texture looking from the curl pattern, which it was naturally dried into. And nowadays, I've been watching videos where people like put socks in their head and headbands and whatnot. No disrespect, you know, any way it can get done. But seeing as I haven't done much to my hair in the last couple of days, I figure it's safe to do this. It is going to be a little frizzy, like I said. It's freshly washed, no product. But I am going to go ahead, kind of section this off a little. And in case anyone is wondering, I just had these done about a month ago. These are my real nails. Okay, I'm missing one, but it's only one for now. I'm gonna get that fixed. Went to Queen Spa here in Austin. Excellent job. I just go in and fill it in as necessary. Then we're gonna go in here with a Chi 44 Iron Guard. So it's basically heat protectant, thermal protection spray. I got the little bottle for now. I have a lot of hair, but a little goes a long way. So we're gonna spray towards the ends and on the tops a little. The reason why I put it into two sections is so I can see better where the product is landing. As you can see, just kind of just focus on those ends, trying to make them look a little softer in the process. Can just put it on the tops a little. So, and you really want to make sure you get these right here. Well, me, not you, but if you are following me, then you want to, yeah. Just like that. And put some on the back strands. Alright, and so now that we sprayed, we're going to go in with our brush. And just comb it through. Try to get the product to spread. I do the comb over just because I want all of the protectant to distribute to strands that maybe didn't get a little TLC, like these right here, since they were combed the other way. But we're going to take care of that. Quick little spray. I have a lot of hair, guys. So. Okay, that's good. Next, I'm gonna go in with Keratin Smooth and Keratin Infusing Soothing Serum. My apologies. It's by Tresemme. Okay, and we're just gonna go like. I'm actually gonna take my rings off real quick. I probably should have done that before I started, but it's alright. So we're just gonna go here. I use 3 pumps because I have a lot of hair. Just gonna warm it up in your hand. Just like that. And we're really gonna focus on the ends rather than the top. So we want that sleek look today. Okay. So just gonna take it, kind of work that into the bottom first. As much as the product we can get towards the bottom. So that's where it's going to need it the most. And just go ahead and run your fingers through. Just like this. Alright. Work your way to the top and back down. No, it looks like I'm just focusing on one side, but I'm trying to move this around as much as I can and get it off of my fingers or out of my hand. So we can kind of already see that shine coming through. We're gonna hit it with one more pump. Just one little pump like this. And run it over, starting the midway. Because the bottoms are already kind of coated. And get this frizziness to go down with the serum. Okay. As much as we can. I hit the top a little, even though we're gonna hit that with some heat, get the bumps to go down. Alright, so now there's no particular way that I start. Just run my brush through it one more time. Make sure that product distributes. If my phone wasn't on like 12% right now, I'd have a better angle for you, but this is my first video. No preparation whatsoever, and that's alright. Some things you gotta do in life. You just gotta go all in. No preparation. Preparation's nice, you know, but sometimes you just gotta do it. Alright. Getting that smooth serum in there. Alright. Oops, sorry. Alright. So, now that we look like a troll, mostly me now, y'all. Man, I just really wish I had like a clip or something. I don't think I have one around here, but we'll improvise. So what we're gonna do now that we've brushed through our hair, I'm gonna separate it into 1/2 and an upper ponytail. So you're just gonna wanna go right above your ears and up to get this out of the way. And I have pretty good length right here where I can just kind of knot it up, I guess. Ow. Not knot it up, but get it to stay for a moment because there is so much hair right there. Alright, so I'm just going to bring this up to the front now. So we have our ponytail sitting on the top. My neighbor's acting well. Combing it, or not combing it, brushing it. And this is ready to go. I'm not sure how hot this gets. It's a Global Beauty. It's a Chi iron. I know that for sure. It should say Chi. Oh, it does. It says Chi. I don't know if you can see that or not, but yep. So let's get started. I wonder. Sorry, I'm gonna move this a little bit. Oops. I said a little bit. It's alright. It's okay. Okay. I really don't like that light right here, but I'm not sure what happened. But yeah, I messed up my curtain a lot. But it's alright. I could still put it back up. It's not a big deal. Oh my gosh. I'm just wildin'. Okay. That'll do. That'll do. Okay. So it's good. Alright. So we're just gonna go. I'm not sure what. Oh. It's because the charger decided to unplug itself. Trust me, people, it happens. So my phone wants to tell me it's on like 20% when I know that when I put it on the charger, it was at 20%. So, alright, getting back to the hair. So, as you can see, we've got a lot of fluff, okay? A lot of fluff. We're going to take our time doing this. See, I'm not sure what the weather's like outside, but we're going to try to keep all of this fluff from coming back, at least for the rest of the day. So we're just going to start up at the top and work our way down. Trying to get the serum to do its thing. Just smoothing it down. And don't be afraid to kind of sit and go towards the end. A lot of people are going to say, oh, you're causing damage to your hair some more. Probably. But I do a burn treatment on my hair ever so often. I think I do it every 2 weeks. At least once a month I burn my hair. And if you want some more details in regards to that, you guys can leave me a comment and I can do a live burning tutorial for you guys. I know it sounds weird, but look it up. It's quite beneficial. This thing on top is coming off, so we're gonna makeshift a clip. The way I do that is just twist it like before on top of itself, like this. around itself like that. Stick a pencil through it and keep going. Alright. So we're just focusing on the bottom half right now. Trying to get these frizzies to go away. Trying to get that soothing serum to play nicely with us. Alright. Alright. Spend as much time as you need. Try to get the length to come out some more so you can see. It's all like, when it's frizzy, it's so much shorter, but when I iron it, just becomes like so much longer. The hair is not all shriveled up like this. I'm not particularly going anywhere, but I do work for myself, so I'll be headed out here in a little while. And we are going for a sleek fall look today. And if you guys want details on my hair, where I got it done, what colors I used, or if you want to set up an appointment, please IM me or send me a message or leave a comment with your info or some way to get into contact with you. I do have other forms of social media. This is my first time on YouTube, so any feedback that I get in regards to the video title, please leave me a comment. I want to be as engaged as I can on my channel with everyone that comes on it. So thank you in advance. All that steam right there, that's just getting the kinks out. That's what pressure and heat does. It's like ironing a shirt, but your hair. Alright. Alright. So now that we've got some of the bottom done, I'm gonna have to hit that back side a little more. And then I can show you the difference. And if you're interested in using any of my products, just leave me a comment. Or not my products, but the products that I'm using today. And you have a question about them, because like I said, I didn't really plan on doing this. It's just kind of like a spur of the moment thing. So not a lot of planning has gone into this, but this is just a regular thing that I do as far as my hair regimen, right? Or hairstyle, or not. I don't always wear my hair straight, but I do talk a lot. So I just want to show y'all real quick the difference here. Okay, it's a lot sleeker. It's got some shine. That's gonna last us all day. Okay, then we have this fluff over here, so we're gonna work on this side now. Like I said before, don't be afraid. If you have hair like mine, don't be afraid to stop and then go instead of just one smooth motion, because sometimes your hair is thicker in some parts where other places are not. So you gotta spend a little more time on it. And this is not a rush. This is not a game. Um, we're just trying to get a sleek look for this evening's look. So we're just making sure those ends kind of cooperate with us up until the last minute of our day. Okay. Alright. I wish I had some music on, but I've never done this before. So I do have a Bluetooth speaker. I don't have a second source of music. I mean, I have my personal laptop, but it's with my school things right now, which are nowhere near me. And that's really bad to say, but at the moment they're pretty far out in this point in time. But I'll keep that in mind for next time, because I'm almost sure that watching this without any music or accompaniment other than my voice can be a little of a downer. But sometimes quiet is good. So if you ever, like me, I had to learn this technique the hard way. My cousin Aaron used to always tell me to get all of the bumps, and not only straighten the top where people could see my hair. If I really wanted a look, I needed to do more than what people could see, which is what I'm doing now. And I always used to have a problem with the bumps in the back of my hair, because obviously who can see the back of their head, right? So what I do is that I've always just split my hair into two from the back, and whatever comes to the front from the back, it's easier for me to get underneath and get all those bumps out of there rather than clipping every single section up, because I don't want to have heat spots. I don't know. Not only that, but I really could never see the back of my head, so I just didn't bother to clip up my sections. I just went underneath and did it. But yeah, now that you can tell the difference, or not the difference, but now you can see what kind of look we're going for. It's sleek, it's nice and flowy, soft, very soft. We're gonna hit it with some avocado oil after we're finished pressing our hair. If you do happen to see, like, I don't know if you can tell, but there is slight bumps back here. You're gonna take your brush, bring that to the front, and go at it from an angle, so that way you're still hitting that bump, but you're not gonna exert yourself trying to get to it, because you bring it to you. It's really hard to see the back of your head, so you try to get as much hair as you can up to the front that you can see, and go underneath for the things that you cannot see, like I'm doing now. Just going underneath and pressing it. Alright. And mind you, this section I always like to get as straight as possible, because this is the layer of which everything on top sits on. And if it's not flat, I'll tell you right now, it's not gonna look the way you want it to. I know I'm probably supposed to take my own advice, but that's just what I've learned in the past. So I try to get it as... so sometimes though, I go like this. Try to get those very top back sections. So you can always pull them up as well. And not tug, but you can just glide it through. Alright? And you'll be able to tell from every which way you run your hands through your hair, it's silky. No bumps. Okay. Same thing over here. I can already see the bump. And sometimes you don't always get the bump with this, but I do what I can with my hair because I have a bunch of it and it's processed, so wow. I'm not sure how legal it would be for me to smoke a cigarette on my channel. So I've seen a whole bunch of people do some other shit on their channel, and I'm just dying for a cigarette. Well, not dying, but I do smoke. I'm probably gonna light one in a minute. So now that we have all of this bottom part done, I'm gonna leave it to cool off for a second so I can still feel the heat. Still feel that heat. It's alright though. What else? There's no one showing up on my video yet, so I'm a little discouraged about that. But it's okay. Always try again another day. This is more for me than it is for anybody else, so I appreciate anybody who comes on here and leaves a comment of positivity or just cool stuff, you know. Alright, so we're gonna go to the top now. Take this pen out, or not pen, pencil, colored pencil. I'm gonna unravel this. Look at that. Look at all that fluff. Compared to the back and the fluff at the front, like you can see the difference, right? I can obviously see it, but it's a matter of the people. Alright, so what we're gonna do before we get that iron out, we're gonna brush through this mop. Well, not mop, but it's not silk yet. The whole point objective here is to get your hair to look and lay like silk. Just hence why I use the products that I use to get the look that I want. Okay, so this one's gonna be a little harder. You're not gonna be able to see my face, not that you were probably looking at my face, but here we go. So we're gonna start off towards the back here, pick it up and start again, but you're gonna go frontwards. Okay, because right here you'll be able to see your ends much clearer than you would if you were trying to do it in the same manner as the bottom half. Since this is the top half, you want to really have a view of how your ends are laying. So this is great. My bangs are pretty much all one length right now. So if you have bangs though, you can clip them off and do this. Clip them off, or not clip them off, but clip them up. And do the same process with the top half of your hair, sorry. I've been actively trying to grow out my hair for the last year. It used to be very short. So I don't know if you can tell already. There's a lot of more length showing up here for the top half, right? And when you're doing the ends, you want to just like come down straight, but turn your iron so that it is like almost perpendicular to you. Sorry, parallel to you, or your chest, and just curl those ends towards you, because it'll create a softer look. Yeah. Okay, so we're just gonna keep going here. Keep going. Try to get it as silky as possible. Alright, I'm gonna put that down. I'm gonna try to come in through the middle here. And just, you brush all of the straight part that you did into what you already had at the bottom. Just like that. And just brush it, or not brush it, but blend it into what's already straightened. Now we're gonna focus on our bangs, okay? So what I like to do, since it's all one length, I can't curl it one way, I can't do it another way. So this is what I always do. I start right here, excuse me. Start right here above my eyebrow arch, and I swoop back like this to see where my bangs are. And then I go forward with them and press. I go forward with them and press. You want to leave all of those back there, but you want to take the front down, press. This is where a lot of the kinks come from. Press, 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 press. So by doing that, it allows it to be a little more free, so that it can lay on top and to the back, so that you have your face available for other people to see. Okay. This little wild bit right here though, this is where I like to turn it backwards. So how I do that is I take my iron like this, start at the base, and twist outward. I don't know if you can see that, but twist outward. Just like that, and keep running it along that base. So what happens is you get this little dent right here, and the more that you play with it, the more cascadey it will look. Today I'm going for a subtle wave right here, just so I can still have that sleek look, a little bump to it. Okay, just a little bump to it. Okay. Alright, and also it helps with the separation, as you can tell. I have a lot of highlights of the front partial, so I like to make them stand out by doing this little crimp here. because it makes the top lay a certain way and it still gives me the length that I need. So there we go. Soften it up by combing it through. Go underneath if you have to elongate some parts of that if you must. Alright. So there's that. We're going to swoop over to the other side now. Alright. And we're going to just work on this part here. Maybe this highlight part. But this highlight part belongs in the front. So just going to comb it backwards into the rest of the hair until we can get this mess fixed. So what I'd like to do is comb down all the parts that you're going to work on. Now, I know you can see them. There's a bump there, there's a bump there, there's a bump there, and there's a bump right here. We're going to knock those out, okay? So we're going to take it to the side, come at an angle from the back, press, right? We're going to do the same thing throughout, okay? There we go. Alright. Okay, get it as smooth looking as possible. Okay. So for right here on the crown, you just go underneath and pull. I mean, not pull, but press. Okay? Under, press. Under, press. You're going to pick this top layer up as it's a little dry, as you can tell, and press. Do it again. Press. Do it again. Press. Do it again. Press. Do it again. Press. Alright. Okay, I have one part left here. We're just gonna bump it out. So we're just gonna go underneath, pick it up underneath, and press. Go underneath, press. Alright, and there we have it. Okay, got all of those bumps out. Oh, not quite, hold on. Alright. There you go. Put this down and press. Just like that. Alright. So that concludes the hair part. Now we're gonna move on to our makeup portion of the video, which shouldn't take too long. Shouldn't take too long. Alright, let's take a look. Turn that off. And flip this way. Alright. Hello, hello, hello. We're gonna have to fix that. So, 1 second. I finish that or fix that anyway. Yeah, pretty much. Okay. So I'm gonna turn my fan back on, guys, because it's really hot. Very hot in here. I'm just gonna let that hit. Okay. Alright. Alright. Sorry. I had to fix my curtain. Hi, welcome. Alright. So now that we got that fixed, we're gonna work on our eyebrows. The other day, I went in and cleaned them up a little to give them shape. That was the first time I ever did that. I always have my eyebrows done by somebody else. So, I did that. We're gonna be using a couple different items here as far as the makeup goes. It's nothing fancy, nothing unheard of. I'm sure that you've all seen some makeup trends out there that blow your minds, if not make you question life. So we're gonna start, and I have my little bag here. It says I love makeup. I'll be using some items out of here today, and if you have any questions, leave me a comment. This is my beauty suitcase. I keep all of my makeup in here, and primers and stuff like that. Speaking of primer, we're just gonna go ahead and hit that. Okay, we're gonna hit it with some, I don't know if you can see that, probably not. Oh, here we go. Broadway face primer. Got this from, it's mattifying. Got it from, I think, Dollar General. So this is fresh and long-lasting, oil-free. About that much. Alright. Gonna warm that up. Spread it. So I hit it on my eyelids because that's where a lot of color is going to be going here in a little bit. Not color, but eyeshadow, which is pigment, and pigment is color. But yeah, so I just make sure I get it everywhere on my face, just like that. For the time being, I do love my hair this way, but for the sake of the video, so you can see exactly what I'm doing, I'm gonna comb my hair back. I might hit it with the iron again at the end, so we have a final polished look. But for the most part, got a lot of that frizz away. We got a lot of shine back in our hair, so it'll be fine just to put up for a second. See what I'm doing is tying it up like this, hitting it with the color pencil. So that one didn't stick. Let's try that again. Alright. There we go. Right. So we go. Alright, so now that we have our primer on, we're gonna go ahead and take our beauty suitcase out. Yeah, I see a really pretty golden hair I want to use from Maybelline for today's look, so stay tuned. I would love some input on color today. I'm really just going for a nice mauve-y look. Might do a cut crease, I'm not sure, but I do have this new palette. It's got some gorgeous colors in it. I haven't dug into it very much, so any color suggestions or color schemes be greatly appreciated here on my channel. And to start, we're gonna take some masking tape. I know that seems a little extreme, but it does amazing things. Tape in general, actually. Just trying to get this off here. Okay. Obviously, the masking tape's not gonna work for us. Another Dollar General item is some invisible tape, which does the same thing, and it cuts itself. Alrighty, so we're gonna go ahead and do our eyebrows. So I'm just gonna put this underneath like this at an angle. You see that? So underneath this way and at an angle, and stick it. It's gonna lay over your natural brows and your hairs, but it's temporary. So some people don't like certain things touching certain things, you know, that thing. So like I said, we're gonna take this piece here, we're gonna line it up this way and at an angle. Feel me? Okay, so we're gonna stick that. Should almost look like an X right here, okay? A nice X is how you know you placed it in the right position. Then we're gonna go again along the tops of the brow, so we get that nice crisp outline. Okay, so we're gonna take this here like this, same angle, so they're like parallel to each other. Yeah, there we go. Do it again. We're gonna line it up this way, and then at an angle, so just parallel to the one underneath it. There we go. Now that our face is masked up, look for our application brush. So I decided actually to use this palette for my brows. I usually do. Here's my application brush. Sorry. It's a e.l.f. blending brush. e.l.f. blending brush. And alright. The palette I'm going to use for my brows, so what I always use for my brows is LA Colors Smoky Eyeshadow Palette. Okay. There's a lot of nice colors in here, guys. Any suggestions? Greatly appreciate that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hit my brows with this brown and this bluish black. Okay, first. And how I'm going to do that is, I want it to look more brown, right? So I'm going to dip it in the brown, yeah. But then I also want that shade of brown that makes the crisp line that I want. So I just 1, 2. Okay. 1, 2. So that's probably enough product to last me for the outline here. So I have you sitting on top of like a mirror that I'm going to be looking at this way. So if I'm not looking at you this way, I'm looking at myself this way. Just so you guys know. Alright? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my brush now. I'm just going to run it along that edge of the tape. Alright. So this is enough product for one eyebrow. Okay. And if you can't already see where that line's at, it'll take you a moment to see it, but just kind of work up that line. Yep. Just work it. Work it. So nice crisp line underneath. Now you can see that, right? Okay. I'm gonna hit it again. On the other side. Just like this. Alright. You got some brown, you got some bluish black right there. I'm making you that crisp line that you want. And really, you'll know if you have the angle correct if your line just seamlessly goes into the arch of your eyebrow, just like that. Okay. So that edge up here on the eyebrow is the darkest. Just blend that in there. A lot of back and forth movement here, guys. So build it up. Build up your line. It's gonna be your brow definer. So if it's not seamless, it's not gonna come out correct for you. Okay, so that's how I hit the bottoms. Now I'm gonna hit the tops. Generally, I want the tops to be a little darker than the bottom. So I'm gonna hit the brown one time, and then 1, 2, 3. Alright, and we're gonna go right on top. There's another line up here on the edge of the tape. Ignore that sound. Yeah, sorry, it was some other shit. Yes, I do cuss on my channel. I'll try not to, but for now, since this is my first run, we're just gonna keep it casual today. Alright, I'm not sure what kind of audience this will bring. Any audience really is God sent. So, anyways, so I'm gonna keep going along the edge here, make sure that line is getting dark. It's getting dark, just like it is outside. Alright. Yeah. Keep going upward. This seems like a process, guys, but believe me, I've always done it this way, and it's worked out for me. So anything we can learn from each other, right? So we're gonna just keep hitting that edge with the dark brown. Try to get that to make us a line up there. I can see it. It's there, but it's not quite dark enough. So yeah, I'm just gonna spend a little more time up here just blending it out. Blending it out. Blending it out. Blending it out. Okay, cool. My phone says on 20% again, so hopefully this will be done by then. Alright, I'm gonna hit it some more, like right here at the very upper corner. Okay. And I'm just going in circular motion in the upper corner to give it a nice blend between my actual eyebrow hairs. Okay, because those are still going to be there. But I need this to blend. Okay, so we're going in circular motion. Make sure that is blending for us. Okay. I'm going on the other side some more. Okay. Sorry about that. And then go underneath right here. Do you see that? That's where it should be. That is where the line should be. And work it down. Yes, okay, so now I'm getting that dark color that I want for my brown line. It's the same color as my roots. Which, if you guys are following my video, you want the same thing. Okay, for the sleek fall look that we're going for, we are going for a nice, just elegant lines, and color. I'm looking for suggestions for color, guys. Yes, I talk a lot, but I'm an only child, so not that justifies things, but I'm very used to talking to myself. Alright, so we're gonna go right here. Make it a little longer up top. And mind you, this does not eliminate the cleanup process. Okay, what this eliminates is the shape being wrong. Alright, the last thing you want is to do your makeup and then the shape of your eyebrows are not correct. That is something I'm sorry, I don't. So I always go out of my way to make sure that my eyebrows are done correctly. Right, so now that we have our darkest parts on, I know it looks a little sketched out right now. It's gonna be fine. We're gonna go with that black. One more time along the edges, just the edges. Okay? Just the edge. Okay? Now, go back with the black again. Go along your line one more time. It's like coloring a good picture, guys. You wanna get the You want to color in the lines, right? Me too. Okay. We're gonna hit the top with the black. Alright. So the reason why I went in with the black and dabs is because I don't want to just go straight for a really dark brow, but I need it defined, guys. So I always like to build it up to the shape that I want. And you'll find it easier to do that with this method right here. If you're good at math or geometry, I suggest you try this out. I'm very bad at math, hence why I use this, is so I can say I use math in my everyday life. Is it correct all the time? No. Is math correct all the time? Not according to the Mayans. So anyway, we're gonna keep on moving. We're done with this palette. We're gonna go in here with, oh Jesus, what palette is this? Grunge Glamour by Rimmel London. Right? And I'm not sure what pigment this is. Hold on, wait. I'm not sure what pigment this is. I'm sure there was like a label or something that said the color, but I lost it. So it looks like this. It's pretty beat up, but I'm gonna go in with this color right here. It's like a taupey brown. We're gonna mix that with the same brown. Sorry, we are still using the same palette, but we're just going in with that brown, with the taupey brown. So with the taupey brown right here, we're just gonna take this and put it in the inner part and work it out. Okay, so here we go. We're gonna place our color down here. You see where I put it, right? Alright, so put it there and work it back. Just like so. Just like so. We're gonna wanna do some circular motion to blend. So we have some dark, we have some mauve now. Okay. And we're just making sure this is like a gradual gradient of brown. See how it's lighter and then darker? That's what we want. And we're gonna hit it again on the other side with that taupe brown. Okay. Just like this. And work it outward. Yeah. And work it outward. Okay. Okay, you see how that's blending? It's exactly how we want it. Okay. So now that we have the majority of our brows done, we're gonna go ahead and take the tape off so that we can see how we did. So let's see. Take this. Okay, here's the reveal, guys. So you guys know I'm not playing around. You take this off. Do you see all that excess color right here? That's nowhere on your lid, boo. If you do your method like I do, there you go. There you go. There you go. Boom. Okay. There's strip number 1, which is trash now. I don't reuse pieces of tape, by the way. I have enough sense to do that. Here we go. Yeah, I never use the same one twice. Okay, there we go. There is a little bit of fallout right here, but I'm gonna clean that up like I said. I don't know if you can tell. There's that line that we really wanted to show up, and it's there. Okay, now the top part, let's see, best way to do it would be this way. There you go. See, there's a little bit left over, but we're gonna clean that up. Okay, here we go. On this side, there you go. Yeah, they look a little weird right now. But we're gonna fix it. It's not gonna be... First of all, my eyebrows should be right here. They're gonna get there. We're gonna take a short intermission though. And I am gonna have a cigarette on camera. So if you don't like cigarettes, sorry. It's another thing. I'm looking for recommendations for face wash. I've been just having some problem spots that I really would like to take care of, like random ones popping up. I think my next video is going to be a tutorial on how to make your own face mask. The only thing is that it's half and half. So what I do is I go out and I get a good formula based mask, and then what I do is I go down to the coast every summer, if I can, as often as I can, to go and collect sand, and not just the sand that people walk on the beach or sand that's blown off to the sidewalk. No, I get into the water and I take a jar and I take as much sand that will fit in there with the water of the ocean in there to keep those cells alive. Because there's a lot of microorganisms in salt water from the ocean that promote good things for your skin. You've heard people saying that you know, you look like you had a beach day or something. But I will show you guys how to get that with some of the stuff that I have. Let's see. So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna go ahead and finish up these brows so that we can move on to the eye color or eyeshadow. Sorry. I almost feel like I need to move this though. Maybe I do. Sorry, one moment. Probably not. I just don't know if it's gonna reach. My phone says it's on 20% and I'm not anywhere near done, so It says 11% now, so doesn't want to fit. Or sorry, let's see. if I scoot back this way and scoot you this way and scoot this way. Oh jeez. That works for now. Sorry. I usually keep my phone charged, but as of lately, I haven't. And this video is like a last minute thing for me, so we're just making do. Moving on, we're gonna clean up our brows a little bit. I'm going in with this CoverGirl Clean Sensitive 545 Warm Beige color. And no, I'm not using a lot. I'm only using what's inside of this cap, okay? Check this out. I'll turn it this way so you can see. This is not my traditional correcting brush, whatever. This is just what we're using today. It's a, I'm not sure what kind of brush, but it's from, oh, it's a lip brush. I've never used it for my lips though. It's a elf, no, it's from the Color Workshop. It's a lip brush from the Color Workshop. And I'm just putting a little bit of product at the end. And I'm gonna go in and clean this up a little. So anywhere past my nose, I'm gonna delete, okay? I'm gonna show you something else, okay? Put a little bit more on my brush. Anywhere past my nose, we're going to delete, okay? So this spot right here, it's already gone, okay? It's already gone. Now, anything that is past my arch, I'm gonna get rid of. Right there. Alright. Anything past my arch, I'm gonna get rid of. Right here. Okay? Boom. That's just my guidelines, okay? And anything underneath goes away. It's gonna go away. It's gonna go away. Just like that. Now, I am gonna put a little bit more in there. So that you can see this correctly. The way that I intended it to look. Yeah, okay. So it doesn't want to come out. But we're just gonna use some product that I can get to at the top. Okay, so we're just gonna go underneath, just like that. Clean it up. Okay. Okay, I got quite a lot on here, so we're just gonna I haven't added my tail of my eyebrows on yet, so I'm just making sure that this is as cleaned up as possible though, at least around the edges. Okay. And then we're going to take our finger and blend it out. Not the eyeshadow, just the makeup. Okay. We're gonna go ahead and spread the excess foundation onto our eyelid so that we have a blank a blank canvas for our color. Okay. There we go. See that? That's the kind of shape that I always go for when I do my eye looks. Okay, they're a little thick, they're pretty shapely, I would say. Not thick, but in color wise, because I did thicken them up with eyeshadow, so. But they're my real eyebrows. I've always wondered though if people get extensions for their eyebrows, and if so, for what purpose. I'm excluding people that are chemo patients though, because I don't want to get into that as far as like hair loss and stuff, but you know, I just always wondered that. You see? So it kind of like seamlessly creates the shape for you without you having to do a whole lot. I'm not sure why I didn't clean that up all the way, but I'm going to right now. Okay. Okay, so those are our eyebrows. Sorry, something was burning, girl. Alright, so we're gonna hit it again with some tape, and we're gonna go at an angle again. So right at the edge of your eye, just like that. Okay. Other side. There you go. All right. Okay, so there's a problem. Okay. Let's see. It doesn't want to tell me, oh, 20%. Okay, so we're gonna try to open this back up. Okay, yeah, there it is. I left my brush inside of my thingy, and my charger doesn't want to reach, you guys, man. There you go. It's gonna be at a weird angle though. Not if I put this mascara though. Okay, that should be fine. So like, I just found my brush. Okay, here we go. So we're gonna do a simple, nice brown look. Not brown, but like a soft brown look. And some gold. Ooh, some gold. We're gonna go in here with this Maybelline New York Expert Wear Eyeshadow Sunlit Bronze. Okay. Not sure how much daylight's still left outside. Pretty good amount. So we'll do that. So I'm gonna go in here with this brown and a little bit of this brown with a little bit of this warm bronze color. Okay. Mix the two. And now we're just gonna hit our edges, okay? Right along the tape. Yep. Hit the edges, hit the edges, hit the edges. You want a nice edge on your eye. Okay, and there it goes. Keep hitting it again on the other side now. Just on the edge. Just on the edge. Okay. Maybe. Here we go.